cheater, she was a liar, and she ain't bringing on no money.
My biggest problem with Loren is the continuous lies and disappointments, the broken promises.
One of my biggest issues with her is she's too controlling. She controls everything, even what I'm eating.
I want the judge to tell Loren to pull up his big boy pants and pull it together.
The law court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Here with Loren Harper and Nortrice Banner. The two of you have been together for 6 years and you have one child together. I have seen you here before. The last time I was here, however, this man was married to another woman and you were the side chick. Now you the main woman, had a baby, and now you having trouble with him at this juncture. So before we start with that, I wanted us to see what happened last time you were here.
He didn't tell me that he took a ring from a woman and gave it to me? No.
Not a woman, his wife.
I didn't even know the man was married until the woman showed up at my house. If somebody presents a ring to you,
That he.
why are you talking while I'm talking?
Oh my Lord. Wait a minute. Wait, hang on.
That's what the humming is coming from.
Oh, that's what the humming is for.
It's an extra
So that
to
is
keep
to
me
calm
calm.
you
Yes, to
when
keep me
you
calm.
are excited in a state of agitation.
Your Honor.
If you got any woman honey with you, I would wear it on my finger. I would give it back to her. I'd have too much dignity for myself and my morals and my state of mind to wear something that was stolen from the woman whose husband you were sleeping with. Ooh, how deep is that?
She can have it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was a hot mess with a side of crazy. So I'm not surprised you're back again, Mr. Harper. Why don't you tell me what happened since then?
Okay, well, since the show, I thought everything was gonna be good because, I was in love with Nortrice, and I still am in love with Nortrice. However, since we moved in, once you move in with somebody, that's when you get to know who they really are. And once I moved in with her, I found, slowly but surely that she was very controlling.
Explain that to me. Give me some examples of the controlling things that she does.
She got control issues, for real though. She controlled every aspect of the house. Everything, I don't care what's happening. She controlled what time she want the TVs cut on. She would control what time she want the TVs cut off. She can control what channels, what networks we watching, and all that kind of stuff.
You say she controls your career too, though. Where you're supposed to be singing? Tell me about that.
I'm a singer, and one of her close friends or one of her relatives actually owns a funeral home, and so every funeral that comes through this funeral home, she's booking me for it. She don't ask me, Loren, do you want to do this funeral? Do you want to do that funeral? She's booking me for the funerals. I come and find out that she got me on schedule. It could be tomorrow. And say, you got a funeral tomorrow. And then she's booking the songs that I'm singing. So I don't even get a chance to decide if I want to sing a certain song. She's booking the same song. Now, when I'm singing this song at the funeral, they're enjoying it. So she's booking the same song at all these funerals. And I'm just like, whoa, wow.
Why don't you, man, sing a new song at the
I wish I could control how much this man lies.
Will you tell me what's going on? You say you're not a controlling woman?
I am not a controlling woman, y'all. I thought I was being the woman of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Woman of the house, he demands certain things. He wants the house to look a certain way. And in order for the house to be a certain way, everybody has to comply with everything that's going on in the house.
What kind of compliance are you looking for?
Just pick up your own stuff, y'all. And there's simple stuff. It ain't complicated, it ain't rocket science. I clean up, I I go to the store. I make sure he has everything that he needs, everything that he asks me to do. But when I do it, I'm controlling.
You are.
Look, shut up.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Hey, be calm. What is your main complaint with him?
He getting on my nerves.
What was he doing?
He is triggering my asthma. I found out Loren was the trigger to my asthma. Loren, I asked Loren to take out the trash. I took it out. Trash right there.
Nortrice, I don't know why you stand there telling us a lie like that. Now, we can't even let the house get dirty because you so much in control of everything. Because she's a control freak, and I'm telling you, the house never gets dirty. So what are you talking about?
Well, you say he's controlling the money.
Man.
He only gives you $200 a week.
$200 a week. Yeah, he's performing. He's performing all the time.
But is that for everything? From food?
That's for
everything.
That's for everything, or whatever else he thinks he'll pay for it. He'll pay for it, or I'm supposed to figure it out. After the $800, I gotta figure it out.
But wait a minute, hold on. Where your money at, though? That's the problem.
Is she working?
Listen, she ain't working no regular job enough to get no money, because I don't see no money. That's the problem. I don't see no money. She doing comedy and she doing good. I appreciate all that, but she doing more stand up than we doing laying down. I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand. I don't see no money. My thing is this. If you're doing stand up, fine and dandy, but bring a check home.
Do you bring home your money?
Yeah, I bring home my money. My money goes back into the household. It ain't like I'm taking elaborate trips because he ain't going on them with us.
Okay, I got you. Now, I understand, Miss Banner, your primary complaint is that though you've had him for 6 years, you've been living together, he won't marry you.
Right.
And you feel like you're getting strong along. That's why you want to end this thing.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Mr. Harper, is it true that you set 2 wedding dates and you canceled them both?
We did, and
Explain that to me.
the problem is that every time it gets close to the time to actually get married, I get cold feet.
Share your experience. Join the conversation on our Twitter page at Divorce Court. On Facebook, check out other fans and their intimate issues. You know everybody has something to say about love. What's on your mind?
Ms. Banner, you say that you think he's stringing you along and won't marry you. Why don't you talk to me about that?
Your Honor, after I left here 6 years ago, I left here feeling humiliated, embarrassed, and ashamed. And Loren promised that after their divorce, we were going to get married. It's been 6 years. We've had 2 wedding dates scheduled. Every time, I got my show coming up. I'm putting my production together. I got to go in the studio, this, that, and the other. He produces these shows and these CDs. Can't produce a wedding, though.
Mr. Harper?
Can't make that magic happen.
Mr. Harper, is it true that you set 2 wedding dates and you've canceled them both?
We did, and
Explain that to me.
the problem is that every time it gets close to the time to actually get married, I get cold feet because she is so controlling. I mean, she's like she's in the passenger seat driving the car. I'm driving the car. She's in the passenger seat. I'm scared.
Oh, stop it, please. That was his same song about Beatrice. His first wife. Oh, she control when I'm driving down the
No,
street.
the actual.
Do you practice that?
Hey, don't argue. Why set the dates in the first place? If you felt like she's too controlling, why would you tell her, okay, baby, I'm gonna marry you later?
Because she threatened to put me out. She threatened to put me out. And so, I understand that a woman wants to actually have a commitment. I understand all that, and I'm getting older, and I want that. I'm just saying that I want to be sure that the commitment I'm making is for the rest of my life, and that I'm not backing myself in a corner I can get out of.
Hang on. What could she do to get you across that line? What would you need to see her change?
You know, when
if you were to do
if you're in
that?
a relationship with somebody, it's a 50-50. It's a give and take. And you gotta allow somebody else's opinion to exist. You can't just be controlling your thought, your way, or no way. You can't be like that. Even if I'm the husband, I still want to consider my significant other, her thoughts, her opinion. She don't consider none of that with me. You know, she's running everything. I don't like that. I got a problem with that.
Well, did you think that giving her a ring would change that? I mean, you know, you're
Yeah.
dangling it out there when it seems like nothing that she's doing is making you comfortable in making the commitment. So why dangle the commitment?
I mean, because I still
You don't want to get put out.
You don't want to,
Right.
you know, that's the bottom line.
As I was asking that question, I realized how stupid it was because you already told me.
He already said it. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is you don't want to get put out. What'd you give me the ring for? Oh yes, I did get a new ring. I did get a new ring that I went with them to pick out. So yeah, I know where it came from.
And at the time when we bought the ring, everything was wonderful. So you know, it's one of them kind of situations where you think it's gonna work, and everything looks happy, and you know, and that's the way it was when we bought the ring. We were doing good.
You were doing good,
Yeah.
but not so much now.
Not so much now.
Now I understand that in addition to these other issues, there are issues of infidelity, which I find so hard to believe. Given the way that you two started out, so I want to switch pages here and talk about who's cheating on who.
I haven't caught him cheating, but it's been my experience. If somebody's always accusing you of something, they're doing it.
Well, Mr. Harper, I find it hard
Right.
to be upset with her, given the person you brought here to see me. So we just have to come on out.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Nortrice, just as he cheated on his first wife. Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Today's question sponsored by
For an itch or irritation,
Ugh.
Cortisone 10 gives you the strongest non-prescription itch medicine plus 7 healing moisturizers.
Now I'm itch free.
Cortisone 10, feel the heal.
Divorce Court. Will be right back.
This rusty mess isn't going anywhere. Don't trust it to just any cleaner. Trust CLR. CLR makes quick work of the toughest jobs, dissolving
On the next Big Bang.
If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mr. Harper, you believe Ms. Banner is cheating on you. Why don't you tell me why you think that's happening?
Well, first of all, when I went on a trip to New York. I was doing a show. I was supposed to be there for 3 days, but I ended up only being there for 2 days, and I had to come back home. What happened was I had left my phone at home. I turned around and went back home to my house and walked in my house and walked in. When I opened up the front door, I walked and stepped into a pile of dog
Mess.
Now, my house ain't never dirty because she's always on top of that. She's a great cook and she's a good housekeeper. And so if the house is out of order, I know something wrong with that. And that's when I realized that she had not been at home for the last 2 days. And I went to the mailbox. I checked the mail. The mail is all this mail. One of the mails was a Visa. And I looked at the Visa bill, and the Visa bill showed a hotel in Toledo. 2 or 3 days, different days.
Mm-hmm.
I called on that particular day, and she was checked in the hotel. Under her own name. She didn't even have sense enough to use somebody else's name.
Ms. Banner, do you have a different version of that story, or did he get it accurate?
No, he didn't get it accurate at all. If I was going somewhere to cheat, Your Honor, I would have went under a different name. I went under my own name because I wanted to do a gig. I wanted to do a comedy show. Loren was already gone, but since he left his phone conveniently,
He came back.
he came back conveniently after 2 days.
Well, don't you two people talk? I mean, you know, if my
We ain't
husband and
talking
I, if we're leaving town, yeah, I'm going over here, I'm going over here. Why would you not tell him you're going to a gig?
Not
How
if
about
he
that?
doesn't take his phone. Loren was gone. I got the gig after Loren left.
And you couldn't call him because the phone was at home.
Right.
Oh, I get it. Do you get it?
No.
Well,
Because when I got home, when she finally got home, I showed her the receipts from Visa, how many times you done been in Toledo. If you just getting the gig, you've been back and forth to Toledo too many times for
is
me
there
not to know
somebody
about
in
it.
Toledo? You got a man in Toledo.
Don't even
Comedy
try.
club.
You got a comedy club in Toledo. That's it.
Yeah, y'all do a lot of laughing,
I
all right.
like performing.
You gonna stick with that?
I like
Okay, Miss
performing. I like
Banner.
performing.
But you claim that he's cheating.
I haven't caught him cheating, but it's been my experience. If somebody's always accusing you of something, they're doing it. I don't go around looking for little stuff for Loren to be doing. Oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. We were trying to have a trusting relationship, but that's not been happening. Because every time I turn around, I'm screwing somebody.
Well, listen, what else would you think? Every time I see her, when she go to one of her shows, she hugged up with different men. I don't understand it. If you look at her Facebook page, she got so many different people that she hugged up. She ain't hugged up with me, not nothing.
Well, Mr. Harper, I find it hard
Right.
to be upset with her, given the person you brought here to see me. So we just have to come on out.
Oh, let's talk about it. What the? Okay, it all makes sense now.
Ms. Hicks,
Yes, darling.
how are you?
I'm fine,
You
Jen.
back?
Yes, I am. Yes,
You
I am.
still humming?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, you humming too now, huh?
Now we gotta figure out how in the world you got back involved in this nonsense.
Yes, let's figure that out.
Goodbye.
If you can't just trust in Loren and Nortrice's relationship, share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. Court fans always have something to say. Tell us what you think on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram today.
I received great service.
Mr. Harper, how in the Lord did you find yourself in between these two women yet again?
Okay, let me explain. What had happened was I was doing a show. I have a show called Spare Change, and I was doing the show, and one of my character that I play happens to come through the audience, and when my character came through the audience, she was sitting in the front row, and I couldn't believe it. I hadn't seen her in a long time. It had been 4 or 5 years. And it was just surprising, it was like, you see somebody from your past and
But you already divorced the woman.
right, but I hadn't seen her, we hadn't talked, and after the show, we went out and did karaoke, we sang, and we kind of just had a good time, and one thing led to another, and
Ease on back up. Ease on back up. I don't want anybody making any moves that I don't know about. Come on. Ease on back up. Everybody stay dressed. Oh, you were okay.
No, I'm cool.
I didn't know what was happening over there.
No, I'm just tired.
So, Ms. Hicks,
Yes.
can you tell me what possessed you to get involved with him yet again?
Well, see, when I saw him that night, I really didn't know that was going to be him in the show, like starring in it like that. And I was really surprised to see him. And I was, I'm over it. I'm like, really, I'm over it. I've moved on. I didn't want to, he just kept calling. He just kept wanting to hang out. He just kept wanting to, you know what I'm saying? I'm in New York. I ain't got nothing to do. So, whatever. We can go do karaoke. We can have some fun. I don't have, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no reason to have to be faithful to nobody or nothing like that. And they ain't married. And when you ain't married, you're single. So
you
we
just went
enjoy. And I really don't have any allegiance to anyone. So it's not like I wasn't really trying to, pay back or anything. I'm just doing me. I don't
Hey, listen, this is too deep. This is too much. This is too far. And we don't have enough time. So I'm going to have to take a recess, pull myself together, and then we're going to go at it again.
All right.
This matter is adjourned.
She obviously had an agenda